my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I'll commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Myself in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. That is my intro done by Chroma Reels. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, they did a fantastic job. Welcome to everyone who's made it so far. Hey, Soup. Hey, Tebow. Hey, Casey Blues. Always good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. So, this wasn't exactly the live I had planned out last night. I woke up this morning, just was not feeling the flow of it. It just didn't seem to work. And I wound up coming back to, how you say, self-awareness or the lack thereof. So therefore I said, you know what, let me just swap it around a little bit. It's going to be a fairly quick live. There's not too much here. I just wanted to point out a couple of things about these creators, something that brings them kind of all together. And that is like the lack of self-awareness. So there are 3 key points that I want to talk about. And the first one is their content. Let's just go through their channels very quickly. All right, let's start with Foodie here. So with Foodie, Foodie's been around a long time, over 10 years, 109K subscribers. Now, the banner, it's changed over the years, but it's still kind of plain. Okay. No problem there. I mean, I would want something a little better. I'm working on mine. Profile pic. Okay. Nothing wrong here. Let's go to the videos. Now, Foodie, did do regular uploads for a while. She was a mukbanger. She do vlogs, stuff like that. So, these thumbnails aren't bad. But the thing is, though, they're kind of plain. It doesn't really catch your eye too much. And you kind of have to really look to see who it's about if you didn't look at the channel name. And mostly mukbang, stuff like that. So Not to say mukbangs aren't difficult, like unless you like to eat a lot of food, I guess they're not difficult. But there's a little bit of effort because you have to film it, edit it, and all that good stuff. Thumbnail, okay, fine, whatever. But it's not the most difficult content, and there is some editing here, so I'm not mad at it. Let's go to her lives. All right. Look, this is just minimal effort, like minimal effort here. Some of them have no thumbnail. It's like, come on now. Come on now. Let's be serious. And the fact that you understand the reason why your channel is not doing that well is because people realize there is minimal effort is beyond me. It's just like you don't understand, like, people are not going to really support you monetarily, view-wise, if you don't put the effort. And when I say a channel's not doing well, from my standpoint, the way I was talking to YouTube, within the first 48 hours, you're looking to at least have 10% of your viewers viewing your videos. So in my case, having 1,400, I'm looking for around 140 views in the first 48 hours. For Foodie, she's looking for about 11K, giving her like 100K 109K subscribers. So, but she's not even hitting 5,000. Like she's not hitting 10,000. This is stuff if you're investing in your channel that you look at. Like this one hit 10K views barely. I'm sick. Okay. Where's the one she was asking for some money? I think there was a GoFundMe one that I saw. So like that, even she's I've been at the airport 9-3. Come on now. Where'd it go? Did she delete the GoFundMe? Yeah, because there was definitely when she was yeah, this one I need to get better internet, like asking for money. Okay. My thing is, how about putting effort into your content? Put effort into your live streams. Don't just be sitting on the couch, laying on the couch, talking shit, doing all that thing. Come on now. Let's not even do all that. So you kind of see what I'm saying? It's just, all right, let's see who's in here. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Oh, Soup, me neither. Mukbangs, nah. Nah. Hey, Lacey, thanks so much. Oh, thank God you're live, Jamal. I was having to listen to Jay while clean and cook. Yeah, so certainly have cheese. Yeah, no. Casey, isn't she? I might start like covering her a little bit because just like it's wild up in Syria right now. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not into hearing someone eat. It actually pisses me off. Oof. Thanks, Grandma Sherry. Good to see you. Thank you. All right. Now let's go on to Miss Amberlynn Reid. Okay, so Amberlynn, Foodie in the same Grow World universe, similar, like not similar content. Amberlynn's more like pretty much a vlogging channel, and she's a whole mess now too. All right, these are her videos. She hasn't really done a straight upload in about 3 months, where it's just vlogs or her talking about her life. She's been going through it a little bit. Even though it's her own fault that she's going through it, and allegedly, okay. Don't be mad, but apparently she's gonna be out here trying to sue the good reaction channels and sue the or other commentary channel. Yeah, she's talking about filing lawsuits, and apparently I want to know if her aunt is still trying to sue her because last check, her aunt was taking her to court for defamation. So yes, she may be in a lawsuit. I'm gonna be here for it if she does do it, but she did say she's lazy, but she got the time and the money, so I hope she stops being lazy on this one and sue somebody and quit talking about it. Now go to her lives. And now Amber and Lynn can edit though. Amberlynn can put an edit together, but she like she said, she's lazy. Like look how lazy she is. No, like yeah, lives, like short lives. I mean, I'm a short live person too. I prefer them shorter, but look at this. No thumbnails at all. Just whatever. But she wants people to pay for her memberships. And that's another thing with her. She will put her lives on members only. So people have to super chat her to insult her or be able to chat. It's crazy. But she pulls in the views though. Like this, like compared to Foodie, she pulls in the views. Yes, does she have double Foodie subscribers? Yes. But she still puts in minimal effort, but she gets the views because she's such a train wreck. And I'll admit I watch it. You know, I don't mind. I'll watch it through reaction channels mostly, but if I have to watch her live, I can deal with it. But the members only members. Yeah, see all this stuff. But again, minimal effort. Stop sharing that one. And last but not least, Miss Brittney. Share screen. And alleged Brittney J. This is her quote unquote true crime channel. And I use quote unquote pretty fairly, I think, because it tends to be a mixed bag of different content, like different discussions within the true crime video or live. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm like, if you're gonna do true crime, stick to true crime. Do not be talking about drama within the true crime. And to me, that's just lazy. Like, if you're gonna talk, like I said, if you're gonna talk your shit on your backup channel, your second channel. Do not bring that over here. Now these thumbnails right here, there's more effort here, but the problem is they're not a consistent styling. That to me, that's laziness. And also, she's not getting the views. I mean, 10%, about 2K, 48 hours. If you're gonna do this type of true crime and jump on the hot stories, I do think you should do better. And the lack of views from my standpoint come from the fact that there's like minimal effort. When she got on live one time, it's like, well, at least I read articles. I'm like, you know what? Stop. Reading articles and Facebook should not be your sources. Like, primarily, come on now, stop it. And this is just inconsistent thumbnails, inconsistent effort. When you go into the content, it's hard to watch because it's not put together. It's not researched. You got Craig in the back adding commentary for no reason. And this is just a hard watch. And with Brittney, I don't think she understands that people really don't watch her for her content. They watch her to see what's going to happen next. And that leads me into this part of the discussion. So let me stop sharing this. Now, all three of these creators in the past have complained. Some currently say that, people are stealing my content. How dare they use my video? And that's not fair that they're making money off of me. And before I continue, let me go through the chat. Okay. Oh, Stanton, I'm having internet issues. So no, I was looking for you earlier this morning. I just happened to be up and I didn't see you. It makes sense. Yes, Tebow, more lawsuits. But Amberlynn got the time and the money. She's just lazy. I need her to stop the lazy. Grandma says soup. The Amazon network has been having trouble all day. It includes some. Oh, okay. Oh, Stanton was Jamal. Have you checked into Queen of Kings? I did contact her for a little bit, but she got too messy. The children. Queen of. Okay, I'm gonna check this person out, and I'm scared because there's children involved. That scares me. Watching an hours this morning. Rose is over 1 million subscribers. How many of those are bots? Just saying. Grandma Sherry, let me tell you, they super chat to insult her and read her. I'm like, ma'am, if you're not the lack of self-awareness, or maybe I think Amberlynn is the most aware of the three, to be completely honest. I think she knows she has a troll community. The haters, are always going to be there. She gets a K to 2K in chat. But yes, people do super chat to insult her and read her. I think one person spent $4.99 to tell her that she was delusional and needs to get it together. Yes. If you ever get a chance to watch one of her members only, it's a riot. Hey, Gouda, nice to see you. Welcome. So, if you ever want a thumbnail, just send me what you want to use, and I'll whip up something for you. I hated Canva too. When I first started my channel, I just spent damn near 3 hours on the thing. I was like, it didn't look right. I used to compare it to other people's and this and that. And I just had to like play with Canva over time. And I've gotten so used to it. And I've gotten so used to using it that it was now a second nature. But at the beginning, it was a whole train wreck. I mean, gosh, my thumbnails used to look like puzzle pieces. Hey, Rockabit. Oh, that's why I stopped reviewing Rose and Brett, the children. Yeah, like people, like, but I had my channel previously and I was posting, right? They wanted me to do Shanny for Christ. I said, absolutely not. The children are way too involved. It's too messy. They're too messy. But I will say one video I did watch it. There was the kids weren't involved, and she was screaming on her couch for a Diet Dr Pepper and Little Caesars. She was hungry, so yeah. Where am I sharing? Here's my email address. All right, there it goes. Yeah, so just play with it and look around for a creator whose style you like and that would fit your channel and would fit you, and go from there. That's the easiest way to do it. My Discord. Give me one moment. Sorry, guys. I think my Discord is. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Where am I at? There you go. He's in the crowbar. So yeah, back to the ladies. Now, for me, like you guys can see, this is minimal effort content. They press the live button and just talk, and it's just like, okay, like if you like that kind of content, cool. But as far as stealing the content, what they fail to realize overall is this: people are not stealing your content per se. They're not reviewing your content. They're reviewing you. You have become your own content on your own channel. Now, for Amberlynn and Foodie, you know, they're more the vlogger, day-to-day, day in my life type, creators. So for me, they shouldn't be too surprised that people would be taking your content and reviewing them, because you are your own content. Now, in Brittney's case, she's always says like, they're stealing my content and they're just making all this money off of me. This, and that. It's like, well, think about it. If they are making more money off of your content than you are, then you are the problem. And that's where the lack of, how you say, self-awareness comes in. You're not aware enough to understand what's going on here. Your content is so poor that they're not reviewing your content, they're reviewing you, because you are more interesting than your content by far. You are running around here, throwing lawsuits on people, putting them in litigation, trying to get channels down, in my opinion, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you're not aware enough to understand, like, they're reviewing you because you're a train wreck. You're becoming like a Foodie and an Amberlynn. And you're entering that like kind of delusional state of where you feel that you're bigger than what you are. Foodie got her plaque at 100K and she was so proud of it. Yeah. And everyone's looking at it like, but your channel's dying though. You're a 109K channel that literally posts like every day, but you can't break 10,000K views. That's not a good channel. Amberlynn, on the other hand, I think has, embraced her inner train wreck and just knows what her community is and is just rolling with it because it pays her, which is why she has her channel set up the way she has it set. Again, her lack of self-awareness is coming through because she's not understanding that to keep this up is exhausting. She's gonna burn herself out. And what are you gonna do when you just get sick of it? And you don't really have any other marketable skills to have a job outside of YouTube. So that's where her lack of self-awareness comes in. Brittney's channel is completely different. And the fact that Brittney does not understand that her true crime channel only really grows, from what I've seen, when she's covering like these trending cases. like Kylie Rodney, Sebastian Rogers, those type people, and she's stuck right now. Like she was like I think she was up to 19.6K, but then with this recent drama, she's down to 18.8. Like 800 subs is a lot to lose for any channel, but especially a smaller channel. When I say smaller channel, I mean under 50K. So people keep trying to tell her like, hey, you need to improve this, you need to improve that, you do this, you need to do that, but she's not doing it. So it's self-awareness. I think you keep doing what you're doing and people are going to keep like supporting you the way you did. Is I don't understand what she's thinking. Oh, thanks, Grandma Sherry. Hey, Doodles. Sentence, yes. Thank you. ALR, she was might just do girl world. I initially felt bad, did some research there. Hoodies. I'm not sure if we're still following, but Rachel, she's one of the reacting to girl world. She just dropped a whole bunch of receipts with about Tommy slash Emily with the text messages, and yeah, it's a lot. I need to go watch both videos. Oh, good. Let's see. Let's see. That's Rose Ramon. She'll get 200 live, but they start out as see. Family vlogger. Okay, I'll say this right here. I'm a very anti vlogging channel, family vlogging channel. I don't like the kids in it. I think kids should be stayed out of it. No. If a child is 16 to 18 and they decide they want to do it, great. Minors, absolutely not. Too much out there. But yeah, going back to these three, it's just they're very not aware of what their content is and what it's for. Amberlynn's a little bit more aware than the other two, but I think Amberlynn is not understanding that her content is exhausting and is going to burn her out. All right, moving on to support. Now, Foodie support is coming from like really long time viewers. I don't see her really gaining any new viewers or subscribers. So anyone who's with her chats, they're long time viewers. Now you take into account to the reaction channels, most of who have less, subscribers than she has, they get like 3 times the chatters because her content is so boring and she's so problematic that people will only watch her through reaction channels. But she's not really aware that this is happening. In her mind, she's, oh my gosh, they're just stealing my video. No, they're not stealing it. They're reusing it. They're giving their commentary. People like the people who review you. They just don't like you. Then moving on to Amberlynn Reid. Again, Amberlynn Reid has more awareness because she leans into her troll community, but then she wants to complain about the trolls. Like, man, you can't have it both ways because the trolls are the ones who are paying to insult you. So you kind of can't really turn that off. And that's another reason she's a little bit like lacking in awareness. Like, how are you going to be aware and unaware at the same time? It's like either you're going to lean into it full bore or stop complaining at this point because you know what you're doing. You know what's out there. You just lack self-awareness because she's aware. I don't know what word to use, but it's just like, the only word I can come up with is delusional. I think she's more delusional than lack of self-awareness at this point. And Brittney's support they're very good people. She has like amazing subscribers. She's had amazing subscribers, moderators, X, Y, and Z, but she'll do things behind the scenes from what I understand to where they leave her. And then they leave her, but then she wants to play like, well, I don't know like what I did. I didn't do anything, but then it'll come out months later to where she's pinned in a corner to where, she has to allocate to everything, admit everything. And then everyone's like, well, we've been saying this for a while and you admitted it, but then she wants people to forgive her and be like, nothing happened. It doesn't work that way. Now, her channel at this point is surviving on new people because new people are going to find her based on her titles and based on the content. Like if she puts Sebastian Rogers in the title, she's going to get more like viewers just to come see what she's talking about, especially late at night, which is a great time if she can hang with it and manage it. But it's the title, it's the subject matter that brings people in. And then when they watch her coverage, I don't think people are staying for the coverage per se. I think they like her people and like her chat, and that's what really keeps people in her chat. Is not her, because I tried watching, like, just watch to see what she's gonna say about Sebastian Rogers. I'm like, okay, anything new? I didn't really see anything new. They were going over the same Texas Roadhouse footage again. I'm like, how many times can y'all beat that footage to death? I mean, come on. It's this rinse, recycle, repeat. And again, she's playing Amanda Meadows. I'm like, how are you going from talking about Katie being mad at Sebastian in Texas Roadhouse to Amanda Meadows? I'm like, that's completely inappropriate in my opinion. Another issue. Then you go back and talk about Sebastian, the footage, this, and that. I'm like, again, your support doesn't come for you. It comes from your chat. That's my opinion, because the content is horrible, and I don't mind saying that. It's not research. It's not nuanced. It's pretty much a nothing burger. You're just bringing up stuff from the past that has something to talk about. It makes no sense to me. Sorry about the rant. Let me just check out what you guys are saying. It went down when it involved their personal family business and with the children. Oh, it's wild. Everything's being exposed. Yeah. Uh, Aguda, thank you so much, but I'm not a person who posts links. My goal is to get my channel back to close to monetization, like the natural way, through the subscribers and the watch hours. I have the subscribers, not the watch hours, because I did take about 18 months away from my channel. So I'm just trying to rebuild that up. I don't feel comfortable posting my links, but I appreciate you want to donate to the channel. How can right? How can a creator strike another for content when the content wasn't there to begin with? Somebody tell me. Yeah. Yes, it is silly. Yes, I'm not monetized on this channel yet, and I don't drop my links. No, that's just that's just um that's just the way I like to run my channel. I don't feel comfortable posting links because I see people do it all the time, and while I don't mind it when people want to make their money, I'm cool with that. It's for me. I do this to see what I can do from a creative standpoint. Do I want to become monetized? Yeah, it will be great. It will be great when it happens, but I want to put the work in. Maybe, maybe once I'm monetized, I'll be more comfortable. I just don't feel right about doing that. Because I'm down to a very slim number of creators I support these days. Stanson, George, Nanya, Jamal Jones. A very slim list. Yes, like all the people you name, I watch. Like me, I watch everybody just so I can see what everyone's saying, get a different perspective, more nuance. I think it's very important. I even watch people that others don't like, and that's just what it's going to be. I would like to do my due diligence, making sure I get all sides of a story or as much as I can before I form a finite conclusion or opinion. Stanson, they are beating the Texas Roadhouse footage and the green hoodie person to death again. Gouda, I've heard this in the past. You need payments, my man. Some people like to donate to great causes. I know. Um, if I get more requests, I will think about a way to do that without spamming the chat. I don't like that. I find it very unsettling and off-putting. I will if I get more requests, I'll figure out a way. I'll give you that. I'll do that. Casey Blue, now it's Lauren. Yes, and BJ or Brittney has jumped on that train too. I'm hoping to do another stream this week about that, but I'm approaching it from a different angle. And I'll tie that into these creators. They stick to the same shtick. They don't diversify the content. They don't have talking points. They don't have real conversation. To me, a real conversation is not saying, well, this, and this. What do you guys think? Or, oh my God, this happened, and they did this. Like, what do you guys think I should do? To me, that's not a talking point. It's not a conversation. A conversation is where you give your points, present your points, and converse with their chat. It shouldn't be that what do you think? Or your content shouldn't just be reading your chat's comments. That's ridiculous to me. Tebow says all the people involved in Sebastian's case need to learn knitting. Tebow, gossips, nothing more. I'm with you on that one. Kim says, I watch everybody just to see. Yes. By watching everybody, you can actually see who's who and what really BS maybe. Exactly. KC says, I love how Soup goes over others as a reaction, but Soup doesn't make it her entire content. They are desperate. And this is why I really try. Now, Soup goes like live very early in the morning from on my West Coast time. So if I happen to be up, I definitely jump in. And the way Soup does her content, Soup is very aware of what her channel is. And I appreciate that about her because she's very honest, very open, and she's able to weave different creators into the conversation versus focusing on just one person. And that's why I appreciate her channel so much. She's not part of the BNN, neither am I. When I talk about Brittney, it's within context of something she's done that's kind of on the bigger scale, or I try to weave her into a conversation. So I channels like that who can talk about multiple creators to make a point or have a conversation, I prefer that type of content. But when your whole content is throwing up like a Brittney live or a Foodie live or a Amberlynn live, and just when you commentate through the whole live, like think about it, just say a 2-hour live, right? A 2-hour live with commentary, depending on who is talking, could be like a 4-hour live. I'm not gonna sit there and watch through all that. Absolutely not. Thanks, Tebow. Let's see. Yeah, yes, the knitting community is pretty rough. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they kind of savage over there. The lawn chair community is vicious too. Yes, and also, and you know who else is could be kind of brutal is like the Sonic community, the Sonic the Hedgehog people. Yeah, they're kind of brutal as well. Hi, Mrs. Rickenstein. Oh, Mrs. Rickenstein, nice to meet you. I discovered you and find you refreshing. I just had a horrible experience in Brittney J channel, which I wrote about on a channel called Earth Day, I think. Wow, that's unfortunate. You know, with these communities that are the way they are, and I'm going to shift into this part, the chats and everything. These three, Amberlynn's is a troll for me, a troll chat mixed in with some supporters, which is why she's on members only. The Foodie wants a hug box. Like she wants everyone to agree with her. She wants everyone to be on her side. And when it's like, no, like again, lack of self-awareness. You need to understand there are going to be people who disagree with you quite often, and you need to be able to like manage that, get over it. And Brittney wants, people to like just feel for her and buy into her quote unquote victimhood, and that she's always the victim. And what kills me, like she'll put on a more victim sweet persona, but when push comes to shove, she caves and has to admit her wrongdoing. And then for me, it's like, well, why not just be honest from the get-go? It would have been a whole lot easier and save people a whole lot of trouble. Again, Brittney wants people who have a need for belonging. They need a place at night to land, and I think that's really why she chose late night, because she knew it was like a really good open slot, and it was available to her. And then she started getting people, and like I said, it was her chat. Her chats are great. Her subscribers are great. They're such good people, but they all have some sort of need to belong and wanting to belong. So when people get disgruntled, they stay because they don't want to lose their friends they made, because maybe this is the only place they see their friends, and their friends are very important, or maybe they're an insomniac who can't sleep and really doesn't have anyone to talk to that late at night. So I think where Brittney is a perfect kind of storm. And again, it's not her content that keeps people, it's actually her chat. Yeah, some of her people go overboard and do too much, but they really do care about her, and she uses that to her advantage. And yeah, she's taking a hit, but it's not as much of a hit as people think. Because, like she said, and she said this herself, she lost subscribers, but they were pretty much all hate watchers. And and I find it interesting. And this is another part of the topic. I recently heard Brittney say that, I don't care. They're the hate watchers. Like, it'll be okay. I'll rebuild. I'll rebrand. First of all, you're not going to rebrand because you're too lazy. I gave you a whole business plan. It actually wasn't the whole business plan. It was maybe like a quarter of it. But you haven't rebranded a damn thing. What you're trying to do is keep pushing forward in hopes that people will forget. And yes, wishful thinking. Thank you. An echo changer, Hugbox echo changer. Yes. And she's hoping this is all going to blow over. Now, here's the thing: you lose, like, we'll say 800 subscribers on both accounts. That's 800. Is possibly 800 views per day. Okay, AdSense is maybe okay, but don't sit around and act like you lost money. You might lose AdSense, but think of it this way: if you lost all hate watchers, right? I doubt hate watchers are the ones who are buying your memberships, to be completely honest. I don't think they're the ones super chatting you. So to say that you are like losing all this money and you're talking like, oh my god, like if you want to help out the channel, please, like, buy we offer memberships, super chats, my pay leaks are scrolling, yada yada yada. See, it's stuff like that I don't like. Don't paint yourself into the victim corner when you've done wrong. And each of these creators have done it. They'll do wrong but play victim. It's like, come on now. Like, we're a little bit more nuanced and a little more aware than that. So let me go back up here. Okay, Casey, knitting, not this girl golfing or fishing. Yes. Yep, soup. I speak my feelings, speak my truth. That's all for the victim of the right. The victim Olympics, while you're an active participant. Okay. That's the hard part. Leaving the other child. Yes, grandma, is such a thing. Like, people are so distraught. I feel bad for them. And when people ask like, well, why do they stay? I'm like, this is why they stay. They stay for the community, not the creator. Yes, wishful thinking. An echo chamber. Thank you. Soup says she really has some good subscribers. She should be more thankful to those subscribers. Soup, yes, and she has great subscribers. And they come in bunches though. They kind of recycle over and over and over again, but they really are great. And when I see them out there defending her, I'm like, you know what? I get it. This might be like the only chat where you have real friends and have made connections, and you're not trying to lose that. And when other people you feel are trying to break that down, you want to go out and defend it. So I do understand. It took me a little bit to understand like the mentality behind it when I have watched it from afar and then seen how other places have done similar things or have gone down this road of a possible like breakdown where people are fighting and this is now. I'm like, okay, I get it. Yes, Grandma Sherry, please grab the links of your favorite. Please drop Grandma Sherry or Moz who are here. Please feel free to drop the links to your favorite creators. I don't mind. She provides that, but there is a risk involved. A huge risk, as we find out. I believe Rachel believes she's a victim. They do. They really do. Or they can relate to her. And that's the same thing with Amberlynn and Foodie. People who are diehard supporters, chatters, they tend to see themselves in the creator, or they tend to see a family member in that creator, which is why they stay around. So absolutely. Jackie says, I watched her for over 2 years. I really want her to stop the drama and get Craig off panel. It was time for me to go. She doesn't care. Jackie, I think care is a part of it, but I think the overwhelming thing is she feels that she's smarter and better than a lot of people. And I've kind of noticed that about her when she speaks. And I, especially when she speaks about Granny, she feels that she's so far above Granny, and you could hear it in her voice and how she talks about her. But as far as the drama, I remember when Brittney had her channel. Like I've been around here since Brittney, before Brittney had her channel, and I do remember when she started her channel. She was doing okay, and then she got involved in some drama. And she said at one point the reason why she wanted to do true crime is because she wanted to leave the drama behind. It wasn't for her. She didn't like it, and it didn't make her feel good. But fast forward, the drama is her pretty much her only consistently good content. And I say good quotation marks because she's invested. She has an emotional attachment to these true crime cases. And this is just my take on this. I don't see passion. I don't see research. I don't see quality. I don't see investment, because if you were passionate about true crime, my opinion is this: we would see multiple sources, like articles. We would see, like, checking out other people's videos, using clips from the videos to do maybe a counterpoint, things of that nature. You will see more quality and more work put into the true crime channel, and I don't see that. And if people want to get mad about me saying that and just telling the truth as it lays, I'm fine with that, because at some point as creators, you have to be able to have a conversation without having someone else's full video, or a Facebook groups post, something like that. There has to be more behind it, especially in true crime. I was asked before, would I do true crime, and I said no. And the main reason why I know I couldn't do it, because I don't think I would do it very well, and I don't really have the time it takes to do true crime as well as I feel it needs to be done. If I were ever to do true crime, it would be like a once a week thing, or when there's new updates. Because I feel that if there's no new updates, there's no reason to go back to old footage unless something new about that footage has come out, or they found lost footage. But I would never want to be a creator who's taking like what year old footage and going back over it or trying with an e-refiner tooth comb. To me, that makes no sense. Let's see. Kim says, sooner or later, I think her characters catch on and they're gone. Kim, they do. They do, which is why you can see her channel's not growing. It's kind of at a standstill. Now, her opinions channel is rebounding because it's her pretty much her drama channel. So that's going to come back quicker and rebuild faster than her true crime, because her true crime is not really that good. The victim, Gouda says, the victim YouTube, I'm going for House of Grips. Gouda, just in time. Just in time. Nasty Rana, welcome. She loves everyone till they walk away. Then she literally forgets they exist. You know what, Nasty? I'll agree with you. She forgets they exist until they wind up in her quote-unquote enemies' chats. As soon as she sees that person in those chats, she remembers them quite nicely. Yeah, Grandma, very dedicated, for sure. Yes, she's a high turnover in subscribers and mods, Kim, and that's why her channel doesn't grow the way it really should. That and her content's not that great. It's a combination of the two, but it's more of the high turnover in subscribers and mods. She's acting like she's losing money. She's pushing it. Tebow, I mean, I would love this. Like I said, I could point out earlier, like hate watchers aren't buying your memberships. They're not sending you super chats. Not like in this arena. So I would love to see what her back office looks like, because I don't think her views have dipped that much. Casey Blue, yes, she's some really good stuff. I left 3 months ago and I'm all by myself now, but I'm okay. Casey, take the opportunity when you leave a community like Brittney's, and I've seen them over YouTube in different sectors. Just float along and enjoy your freedom. Look into different creators. Look into different sectors. Take this opportunity. And you will find a new place. I've seen you around some chats and everything. You're a very pleasant person. You have an opinion. You stick on it, and I appreciate that. And don't feel like you're all alone, just go around and chat and have a good time. I feel when you have communities like Brittney's, unlike Foodie and Amberlynn's, because those are pretty much troll type communities that are built on basically a hate following, so to speak, where Brittney's is more built on a community loving type atmosphere. Don't feel the need to tie yourself to a community or a chat. Just go around. Like I said, have your fun, be yourself. And I think you'll find that when you leave a community like Brittney's, you'll feel a little more free over time because you kind of feel that you can't go to certain chats because you like this creator so much that if you go to maybe hear the other side just to hear what they have to say, you kind of feel guilty. And now with you detaching yourself, you should be able to feel more free and for more open to go out and just do your thing. Just do that. Brittney's been doing this for years, even before she became a content creator. It's just what she does. It's a part of her, in my opinion. Kim, I'm going to agree with that only because I was around before that, and Natasha Cooper was like calling out Brittney before she had a channel. I'm going to leave that there. If you've been around for a minute, you remember those days. And when Brittney first got her channel, people used to call her Natasha Jr. And that's just the truth. Yes, we do, Sue. Yes, we do. Yes, everybody, whoever Grandma Sherry like drops, please subscribe to them and check them out. Yes, Stanton, this is true. This is true. And this goes back years. So basically, when Natasha, was the subject of an anti-community, people were trying to take her down, all the things, right? And then what happened when Natasha was getting terminated, it kind of did leave a space, and everybody kind of felt it. Now, Granny was the more how you say assertive one. Like she really wanted to take the spot, and she really wanted to be that creator who was seen as pretty much Queen Bee, and she was just more upfront with it. BJ was more like manipulative, secretive about it, or she tried to be, but people caught on to that. So when the two would bump heads, it was like pretty much it didn't split the community like normally what most places people were just like, okay, either you like the one or the other, and that's it. So they would just go at it, and it just boiled down to them going at each other, and then they would call truces. And in my opinion, Granny was like, okay, we're both in this space, the community is split or the sector is split, let you go do you, I go do me, and we keep it moving. And I feel that Granny was beholden to that. She was going to stick to it, but Brittney would go back on it, and that's where the real beef starts. And there were a few others in there who were around, but they kind of went off and did their own thing, and they're very happy and they're doing well, and I'm happy for those creators. So yes, these two have a rivalry. It's very real. There's always been, a, a thought out there that Brittney's actually jealous of Granny and the support she gets. And you can kind of hear it when she talks about Granny. And my thought is that Granny gets the support she gets because Granny will make her mistakes. Granny says some shit like maybe others wouldn't say. But Granny will come on her platform and say, you know what, I'm not always the best. I am always not my best self. I do things wrong. I say the wrong thing. I do say some mean, rotten, hurtful things to people when I'm angry. Is it right? No, but I did it, but I can't take it back. And all I can do is do my best not to do it again. And she'll say, I can't say it won't happen again, but I'll do my best to prevent it. And people can resonate and support that because at least you're coming out to the front on your own platform and saying, I do wrong. Whereas with Brittney, it's always the opposite of where she's the victim. This has all been done to her and XYZ. And like I said, she'll only admit to it when she's cornered down the road. So that's in my opinion, that's the beef there is the fact that Granny gets all this consistent support. Like Granny, no matter what she goes through, is pulling in 1,000 per chat. She's pulling like 1100, 1200, 1500 in her chat consistently. But I don't think Granny streams every day either, which is kudos to her for giving herself days off. I really like that. Whereas Brittney, she's struggling. Like she's struggling to get maybe 500 in her chat now. And to see your rival get all that support on a consistent basis can be irking. But Granny has like collaborators. People want to work with Granny because she is outgoing. She is engaging. She has a spirit. She has a presence about her that will draw you in. That's more. Uh, it just draws you in. I can't find the word right now, but you guys know what I mean. That person who just draws you in with the charisma. She has the charisma to bring people in. That's what it is. Brittney does not have that. Brittney doesn't have that draw. Brittney's draw is that her chatters draw people in. People will see their stories in chat and you're like, oh my gosh, I can relate to the chatter, not so much Brittney. So yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, only you can control what your channel is. And maybe you could take some notes from Granny because Granny will clip things. She will put the clips out there. She will do commentary. I can watch Granny easier than I can watch Brittney. But that's, again, I prefer a more assertive approach to things versus you trying to like keep your hands clean. Like if you're gonna be dirty and play in the mud, and we all know you do, you may as well just stand up in the mud and own it and be like, look, I'm dirty too, and keep it moving. Sorry for the rant. I just want to get it all out. Tebow, isn't that every talking point in the narrative for the community be really self-gain? In her drama show, she's wide open. She does a true crime. She does a true crime, and no shame. She snorts. Kim, I get it. Believe me. Sue, don't change a thing, babe. Get it. Soup stays being herself, and I appreciate that. That's the reason why I like hang out over there because it's just easier to deal with. It's just easier to deal with. Grandma Sherry, it's so hard to do true crime well because there's so much room for error. Crime with Craig is perfect. It can't be nothing else. People wait to see. Tebow, I had another name for it, but I do like Crime with Craig. I was going to say Craig's Confessions, where he just sits on his channel and rambles. Stinson's a beautiful doll, baby. She's well educated. She's not evil like all these other critters with hidden motives and agendas. I place Jamal in high regards of a male version of Stinson. I really do appreciate that because I do try to be fair but not be blind. And that's why I tell people I'm fair, not blind. And I always want to see everything for myself. And I'm not beholden to any sector, any like chat. Like my channel stands on its own. I go where I want. I talk about what I want, and how others feel about it is okay. You just don't have to be here. And I've created my channel to be a place of civil discourse where we all don't have to agree. We don't have to all see things eye to eye, but we do have to respect each other. And that's just what it's going to be. I may see you in chats that of people I may not particularly like or enjoy. But then again, if I see you there, then I'm there myself. I'm just not chatting. And I wish people would like think on that a little bit before they say stupid stuff. Well, I saw you over in so-and-so's chat. I'm like, yeah, if you saw me there, that means you were there too. So what's the difference? So what if I'm chatting? Like, do you see what I say? Do you see me asking questions? And I've said this before. I said this in my community post. If I am in a chat or I'm watching a certain creator, I'm there for reasons, and they are my own. And 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for information. Madison, Grandma Sherry, can you drop Madison's link for me, please? Madison, if you guys don't know them, they are a fantastic clip channel, and they tend to have the clips I may need down the road. So please sub to Madison, because whether you guys realize it or not, the clip channels are very important to a sector because they are pretty much the archivers. And yeah, like some people think, oh my God, they're still kind of no. they are repurposing the content that way it stays up. Like for people who like for Foodie Beauty, Amberlynn Reid, and Allergic with Brittney, all three have wiped their channels at some point of content. And the clip channels are the people you can go to, like, oh, I'm looking for this. Let me go to a clip channel. And they typically have it. So please support the clip channels. You may not like all of them because they may like quote unquote go after the person you like, but please support them because they really are the archivers of the sectors and they deserve more respect than they get, in my opinion. Jamal, I am bad. I love my travels, babe. Things. Of course, of course. Thanks, Grandma Sherry. I'm a little behind chat. My apologies. I'm just a southern sugar on these stale streets, watching all the pot turners and be turned and burnt out. Yes, Grandma Sherry, that's what she was doing that way back then. Okay, Kim remembers those days. Yes, when Brittney used to hang out in Natasha's chat, Natasha helped Brittney. Yes, the wish list. Oof. Also, and engaging. No, and she has multiple tasks. So I remember Granny when she first started, and she was just kind of feeling her way. Granny is a very, very, very good streamer. Very good. I watch Granny quite a bit for information. OG London trying to track down Stinson. Here she is. Hey Jamal. Hey OG London girl. Yes, she sure did. Thank you. So I just like to get my thoughts out, especially when they're in my head, because I'm trying to recall certain things from the past and they pop in my head. I want to make sure I get them out. OG, I will be back tomorrow when I know the people you cover. Loving your work. Thanks, OG. Yes. Stinson always sharing that hot popping soup on the daily. And I love the fact that Soup can pull her clips and doesn't need a whole live to make her point. Thanks, Grandma. Yes, 1000%. Let's see. I think I've covered all the. I think I've covered all the bases I want to cover. This lack of self-awareness, the communities, the money, and the support. Wow, you guys, I really, really appreciate you staying with me today. I really appreciate you guys showing up and just, listening to what I have to say and kind of understanding where I'm going. And again, I appreciate you all. I'm going to leave you here and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.